Check this out right here. High up there and just blows it.
I wouldn't want to be the one receiving it. Thankfully, it's the Spartans that are. Joust up near the net. Far side, Ray. Able to be received. Moore's attack was unsuccessful. Yosia sets. Yosia digs it out there, as she is so brilliant at doing. Little slide step proves successful.
Just declared. Anytime you see that step out behind the setter.
Fowlette serve. Receive set to the far side. Anderson pushes it. Yosia to Hold'em. Hold'em once again going to try to push it into the back row. Little back set. Yosia once again with the dig. Michigan State or Michigan group along the net has been terrific, but Michigan State finds some space.
Has to be a challenge met strength on strength on top of that tape there. But what a delivery by
Long on the receive over to Preston. Yosia sets up for Anderson. Back row attack.
She was hitting about 350 from the back row, and that's just a dominant.
Burke once again with the dangerous one. Anderson takes it away from us here at the table. Now Michigan in response to the backside, and an excellent dig by Bishop. Bishop once again. Yosia sets it back over. And the Spartans in the middle. Duzama.
Bishop getting down on that floor. And it's different from her, having a pass from the back row, but she's checking that ball. Couldn't quite find a way.
Stanishevska digs that one out in the back row. Setting it back to Ray, and then through the middle, it's Jackie Boney.
Back here at Matthew Knight Arena, Oregon leading 13-8 here in the first set. Michelle Owabete will be the first one to serve it out of the timeout. Chris Klein in the backcourt. Mackenzie Morris quick set up to Noemi Glover. And Northwestern able to keep that one alive. Swing on the way coming over. Actually, dink attempt over from Hassan for Northwestern. Now Mimi Collier looking to answer, but it's dug out by Randorf. Hassan again on the swing. Collier and Neal set up a block. A free ball for Oregon. Wabete looking to put it away. Northwestern, though, ready for it. Collier. Free ball for Oregon. Noemi Glover swinging through it. And finally, Oregon is able to get the match point. It was a back-and-forth rally.
Oregon executed very well, especially if you're handing a free ball to this Oregon offense and into the hands of Mackenzie Morris. And if Klein can just get that ball down, that's a perfect spot.
Sophia Summers sends one across. Collier again. This time she gets enough power behind it. And again, Collier off the block. Glover and Ofebu up front. Now this time Ofebu gets the opportunity to swing through it. Collier and Ofebu up front. We talked a lot about Owabete and Mimi Collier, but hey, Oni Ofebu.
This could either pay off in such a dire situation or not.
Collier is able to get it over. Hassan had to go racing for that one. It lands on Oregon's side. Ofebu able to pop it up. Now Collier has to go down for that one. And Mackenzie Morris sends a free ball over on Northwestern's side. Hassan swinging for that one. There's Mackenzie Morris again. Wabete to right. Finally, it gets down, but Michelle Obete able to swing through it.
Trust in your players, and they're saying that they didn't touch the ball. You call that challenge.
So Obete went through it, and now Verret, it didn't look like she... Rylan Reed airs one across. Now Collier again. Reed able to pop that one up and lands all the way on Oregon's side. Klein going up this time to Glover, and Owabete just keep it alive with two hands. A perfect position for Northwestern, but Cats are able to keep it alive. Ball's getting pinballed back and forth between both these teams. Collier, but this time Wright was ready for it. And this one lands inbounds.
Hustle on defense to get that pancake up, and that cross-court shot timed perfectly. But Summers, again, doing a great job reading Klein's body movement, even if it's the ever so slight tip of the hand.
Bete has to go chasing for with one hand. Candy Hill sends it over, kind of a soft attack from Hill. Now Abete swings for the fences on that one. It's popped up by Carter. Now Reed from the backcourt. Abete again. This one too hard. Kept alive though by Summers, and somehow Northwestern keeps the point alive. Maybe Collier from the backcourt. Popped up from Wagner. Some hard hits, some soft hits. We saw a little bit of everything on that one, but maybe Collier finally able to get it done for the Ducks.
And credit to Summers playing in that back.
Chris Klein, at the line. Up to Reed. Soft attack over. Kenzie Morris pops up to Noemi Glover. He's back on the court for the Ducks. Morris for Collier, right. Able to get a piece of that one. Klein has to bump set it up as she was going backwards. Now it's back on Owabete. Owabete goes swinging for that one. Looked like she was trying to get something set up on Oregon's side, but she just took a risk and it paid off.
They're doing the right thing. They're just transitioning a few steps back so she can get her hands right at.
Penn State is 21-0 when she's got double-digit kills this year. There's only been 4 matches where they haven't. The 2 losses to Pitt and Wisconsin, then 2 early season wins when Merzick only played 1 set against Temple and Princeton. They haven't needed the All-American to do much offensively tonight, and I think that's been part of the key for Penn State. But now here's Merzick from the back row, trying to get half a dozen on the evening. Extend the Penn State lead to 3. Long rally from Retkaw. Hannah will end it through the seam.
Needed after getting swept by Wisconsin on Saturday. But yeah, great job.
A balance of the ones that are going to be a little long versus the aces. As Londot serves for Ohio State. Scherer got it over, dug out by Hasbrook. Kept alive by Gunter. Little tap there, nicely dug out. Gunter kept it alive. Bumped over though for the Buckeyes. Down the middle, Brandaway. Dowler. Stuffed up front. Already has an ace tonight. Sire kept alive on the back row by Webker. Selman stuffed again. That frontline defense for Maryland, impenetrable at the moment.
She said, not on my watch.
I can't let that stand. Schnida had to bump it over. Londot begging for it. Londot uncorks one. It stays alive. Egan. Schnida. Point for Maryland.
That Maryland comes out on top to win.
Kept alive by Londot. Selman. Drifting under was Gunter. Schnida from the back row. Selman hit that one coming down, not the peak of her jump. Bumped over, free one for Ohio State. Rader. Selman from the left. Point for the Buckeyes. Kept alive. Great effort there by Tooman. Great effort again by Tooman. Egan hits it over. Stuffed by Rader. Schnitta. And then Selman trying to keep it alive. Could not find Londot. And Maryland gets another kill from Schnitta.
Maryland got on a run and kept it throughout that entire second.
And Schnitta, the most dangerous server in the country, continues.
Ohio State called a timeout while she was serving to try to break her rhythm, but they weren't able to. Maryland keeps that ball in play.
Overpass by Schnitta. Egan winds up. She's playing much better this set. Ohio State winning the battle in the trenches at the moment, but Shear.
We have to give the Terrapins so much credit. Great cross-court shot there.
After a successful first challenge. Sire kept it alive by Egan. And a little bit of a miss there by Daller, but she composed herself again. Londot. Daller. Here's Sire. And a splash from Rader. Samantha Schnitta pleading her case with the referee, Londot.
You know what? The stat books actually just changed. 16 kills, and now she's hitting 500.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
That was blocked that time by Spellman, who reloads it. Kept alive again, that time by Sire. Spellman digs it off the floor. Schnitta. I'll take her hit percentage back down under 500. Egan. Londot's dug out. Point for Maryland.
Wow, what a rally. The longest rally we've seen. Ball in play, but Maryland trailing just by one.
There's Riley Rader, who's also had a good night for Ohio State. Kept alive by Brandewie. Tooman finds Egan. Not a full ferocious swing by Egan. The snap around is flicked up by Tooman. Back row attacks, Spellman. A tip from Brandewie. Shear hangs on the net. Shear this time more direct. Shear stuffed, but point for Maryland.
Out of superlatives to describe her ability to jump and just the difficulty of controlling her arm swing.
They're only 5'9". She certainly impresses on the attack. Myzinga sets to the middle. Nice reception by Burke, who has been shining defensively. Myzinga to the outside. Nice save in the back row. And a response from Yosia. Another nice dig. And this one is hammered home with no debate. Rachel Myzinga back to serve now. Nice job lofting that one up, setting up an opportunity from the back row. Good laying out for it from Yosia. Free ball sent over. Out onto the far side, gentle attack. Little miscommunication there in the middle. Yosia digs that one out. Back set to Moore. And Moore continues the efficiency.
Gosh, these two teams working overtime here. It felt